What's up, guys? Welcome back to Southern Maryland Square Bodies. Today we're doing things a little bit different. So typically I'd be recording in real time showing you the progress of a project that I'm doing, but today I have a collection of clips that I've put together showing you getting my green truck, my $500 1980 C10, drivable again and back on the road. So this truck had sat in pieces in my backyard for about 2 years. And, as the nice weather came around this year, car shows are popping up around Southern Maryland. It has drove me crazy having this truck in pieces in my backyard, and I wanted it together and I wanted to be able to drive it. So that's what I did. I didn't get a chance to do the short bed conversion on it. I didn't get a chance to lower it. That stuff is coming. That stuff will be probably at this point winter projects because the truck's together and the truck's going to go to shows in Virginia and North Carolina. So, I'm going to enjoy the truck as is for the remainder of this year. And then the winter projects will come. And, I'm going to show you how I got the truck back to the point that I could drive it and make a reliable $500 daily driver. So if you enjoy what you see, remember to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and let's get to it.
All right, guys, so here's my 1980 C10. Bought this truck in December of 2022 for $500 and drove it home about 45 miles. It ran pretty good. Carburetor needed a power valve and stuff in it. The carburetor was definitely wore out, but overall it ran okay. It's got some pretty cool patina on it. It's a shame that there's so much rust on the truck because it's almost going to force me one day to do a pretty full restoration on it because it's definitely got enough rust that it's going to need it. Plus, my daughter loves this truck. My oldest daughter does, and she wants it to be her truck one day. So when that happens, I got some time, but pretty much in about another 5 years or so, it's going to get a frame off restoration. But it's a fun truck to drive. I found a green seat that was in great shape when I put in it. I freshened up the dash pad with a Coverlay cover and some USA1 Industries dye. Got a Holley gauge buster, bezel panel, whatever you want to call it, just to clean up the interior a little bit. Pretty nice. Holley had a clearance on these grills. I think I paid like $40 for this grill. You can't beat that. It made a huge difference in the appearance of the truck. But overall, it's a fun truck. I enjoy driving it. It's a conversation piece. It's a local truck around here. The guy bought it brand new from a local dealer, and it's been in this area its whole life. So I'm excited to make it a short bed, this winter, hopefully. We'll see how all that plays out. But today what I'm doing is putting the bed together on it. And when I say putting the bed together, I have this bed that I bought a year and a half or so ago that was in decent shape. And my initial intentions were to completely restore the truck. But it's like, it's got some pretty cool patina. I don't quite have the money to do a full restoration on it yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this bed floor because this bed floor is super solid and perfect shape. And I'm going to take the bed sides off of the original green bed because the bed sides are in decent shape, but the bed floor is, excuse the junk, but the bed floor is absolutely shot. Got holes all over. It's in terrible shape. So my dog checking things out. It's Maggie. She's a sweet girl. But yeah, so I'm going to put these bed sides on this bed, and I'm going to save these bed sides for now. I've done the rust repair around the wheel wells already, but I might sell these bed sides. I might keep them and cut them down for a short bed. I don't know. I'll figure it out. If they do go for sale, I'll let you guys know if you need a clean set of bed sides. But yeah, that's what we're doing here. We're going to put this floor on the truck. We're going to put the original bed sides and headboard on this bed. I got the original tailgate sitting over there. So let's see what we can get done. I want to give you guys a quick rundown on how to replace or take off bedside for these trucks. Super simple. First things first, here on the bed stake pocket, there's going to be some tack welds, which you can see there. Then down in this area, you're going to have to take the cut off wheel and cut them tack welds. And then right here, and then same thing down in there. There's 4 bolts in each back corner that you're going to have to take out. And all along these edges, there's bolts, and you're going to have to take out each of them bolts along the edge, and then come up front here to the headboard and take out the bolts in the front of the headboard. And then along this bed floor and wheel well, it's just seam sealer. So once you get your bolts out, you got your welds cut, you just kind of shake the bedside. You might have to take a hammer and tap the edges where the seam sealer is, but it'll come off, and it is super simple. It takes, depending on how much the bolts fight you come out, it takes about 10 minutes. It's not terrible. I highly recommend, if you're doing a restoration or something along them lines, to either find a good set of bedsides or just buy new bedside, because the time you spend trying to weld in patch panels, make it pretty, make it smooth, Bondo, paint, all that stuff, bedsides are $500 something. That is money well spent. I did the patch panels on this bed, and I think that might be the last set of patch panels I do on a bedside. For the price and the quality bedside that you can get these days, just buy bedsides. So we'll get to work taking the other bedside off of the bed and getting the headboard off, and start getting it put back together on the truck. All right, so for all the paint that's in decent shape and worth polishing, I'm going to use this Meguiar's polish. For the price, it does a pretty good job. I like it. I'm just going to use a cheap Harbor Freight DA buffer with a Harbor Freight pad. Not going to spend a lot of time polishing the paint because it's only going to clean up so much, but it does do pretty good when it's polished. For the glass, I got this Renegade Products Kiss My Glass cleaner. It's nice, a foaming glass cleaner. It's streak free, no ammonia, safe for your tent. So I think it's just a decent product. Don't mind using it over a spray away or something like that. Just supporting a little bit different company. Then my buddy Cade with Rustomod Garage let me borrow, use what he had left of this patina sauce. I haven't used this sweet patina sauce yet. I've used other products like Poppy's Patina Wipe On Clear Coat. Wasn't a really big fan of it, but the patina sauce I've seen on other vehicles, and it does, I think, a better job. It's not streaky like the Wipe On Clear Coat is. All I'm going to be using it on is the areas that have a little bit more surface rust, like the roof and the top of the bed. Something that I'm not going to polish, but still want to clean it up a little bit and make it look better. I think this patina sauce from Sweet Patina is going to do a good job. So yeah, this is what I'm going to be using today to try to make this truck look a little bit better for its first drive out tomorrow to Cars and Coffee.
What's up, y'all? We made it to Sunday. It is car show time. Ready for the debut cruise and the old 1980 Sundrop C10. Of course, right now there's nothing Sundrop about it because I haven't gotten that far, but just a little recap. I took the bed floor out of that blue bed I had and put my green bed sides on it to match the patina. I polished the truck, put sweet patina sauce on the roof and these rusty areas of the bedside. That stuff turned out nice. I was really happy with it. Easy to put on, easy to apply, make it look good. The truck being polished turned out okay for junk, basically. Got the oil changed, filled the tires up with air. It's ready to go. My oldest daughter, she's going to ride with me, her first time riding. She's super excited about that. One of my favorite things about this truck is the fact that I paid $500 for it, and I can bump the key. Well, if I can spin it over, and it fires right up. This is such a good running truck. I think it's been rebuilt. It's 305. I think it's been rebuilt. I found a receipt for main bearings and rod bearings, so that kind of led me to believe that it might have been rebuilt at one time, but that's good because this thing runs sewing machine smooth and I love it. It's a fun truck to ride in, and it runs great. I've never had a reason to doubt it. Best $500 truck I've bought. I bought plenty of them and most of them have been absolute junk, but this one's treated me good. You got Kyle Fannin down there. He's getting ready to take the 41 Chevy Stovebolt fire truck. All right, here we go. We're heading out for our first ride. Are you excited, Emma?
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see how it goes. Wish us luck. All right, guys, we pulling back down the dirt road now, coming up the driveway. We made it back from our trip successfully. Made a couple stops along the way, checked out an old vintage market they were having today.
Yeah.
Was that fun?
Yes.
Did you like all that stuff? Yeah. It's a good time. So, yeah, I think,
We're doing good.
yeah, that's right, we're doing good. I think the green truck's a cruiser, guys. It runs great,
Yes.
no hiccups.
Yeah.
Pulling in the driveway now and
Yep.
didn't have any problems, so I'd call that a success. My best little helper, she made sure I did everything right. She made sure the green truck did everything right. Yep. So overall, I'd say today was a success. I was happy finally cruising this truck again. First time I got to take Emma with me. It's always a treat. It's good to have the kids involved. Keep this stuff going when we're dead and gone, and have something to remember everybody by. So for now, I think we're going to park this thing for the day and see what we can get into on a sunny Sunday. It's the first time we've seen the sun in about 3 days. So that's a wrap. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, remember to like and subscribe.
Yeah.
You think they should subscribe? Yes or no?
I think so.
You think so? You think it'd be a good idea if they subscribe to the channel? Yeah? Okay. Well, you heard it. The boss has spoken. The boss thinks y'all should subscribe. So,
Subscribe.
I'll tell you what subscribe means. But for now, we're going to call it a day. Thank you for watching. I guess soon we're going to get back to work on the Blazer. Finally finishing up the floor pans on that, finishing the rocker panels, and getting the interior put in it. Now that it's car show season, I think we're going to start.
Do our best.
That's right. We're going to do our best, and we're going to get some car show coverage.
Yeah.
You know, some of the shows coming up. So, yep, that's what Emma thinks. So, y'all take care. Enjoy this nice weather that's finally starting to show up, and we'll see you next time.